Fleetwood representing the Yomi Hustle tag. That's a great game. Shout out Yomi Hustle.
True.
Your only move is Hustle. Turn-based fighting game with DI. It's really weird. I don't know how anybody thought about a game like that, but it looks sick.
Much
And
like Fire Emblem,
Exactly.
turn-based fighting game. Yes.
Like I said, I haven't played it. That's up to you. That's up for your discretion. But right now, we're getting into this one. Steve versus Wolf. OnePower versus Fleetwood. Fleetwood, I want to say Fleetwood's one of those Steves that is... It's all fun and games until they get Diamond. I think that's what Fleetwood is.
Definitely think so. From what I was seeing on mainstream, Fleetwood will just use up a lot of his resources immediately, especially Iron. So that can leave him in a detriment. If OnePower knows how to deal with a Steve without their resources, a good conversion of forward air, back air, not quite killing. But, you know, we have some Steves here in Illinois, most prominent one being Radacious. But, you know, there's a lot of Steve players all around, a lot of Steve bots to go for. Big S smash as OnePower takes the first stock here. Getting rid of crafting table is the smart thing to do because it makes Steve waste his resources.
It does. It does. He does have to, he spends resources having to rebuild it. Now has stone tools online, so you got a bit of a lead here. If he's building with iron blocks, that's a good sign because he's not using that iron for anvils.
Yup.
Or minecarts, but you know he just used it for. He had one iron left, I think, too.
Yeah, he did.
Sad.
So using it there, we're going to be stuck in the blender. Almost everything is awesome, but not quite right here.
I was there for that, by the way.
That is a great clip. I love that clip.
I watched that happen live. Little did I know, I watched history right then and there.
Uh-oh, Wolf's getting his butt beat.
walking the wolf.
Right here, we got some
Follow
fists
up.
coming out. No
Really?
pickaxe here. Not trying to hit anything. Landing into the magma block, and we're going to see Fleetwood probably hang on to this diamond for stock 3, not trying to get a refresh on the pickaxe, which is going to be unfortunate because it means that OnePower can be sitting pretty, not having to deal with it.
Exactly. Yeah, if the diamond being in the inventory alone is already such a scary thing. Wow.
Yeah, not quite getting that magma block out there, and we are seeing OnePower actually be aware of the anvil being used by Fleetwood. One thing that I love to do as Sora is that you use your counter and you reflect the anvil and you get the damage from it. So it's basically an insta-kill. And OnePower knows that if that anvil reflects back into Steve, it's an insta-kill.
Exactly. So you got to be extra careful when doing things, when dropping it. Really, things like footstool anvil are your safest bets against a reflector like that, because most of the time it comes out before they can even do anything.
Yeah, definitely. And seeing how much that Fleetwood uses the iron from anvil and minecart, one reflector could just deal him in, but it's going to be the F smash from diamonds going to be dealing in OnePower.
Is that a Jake smash? I think that's a Jake smash. I forget. I forget what facilitates a Jake smash.
Everything is awesome indeed, I hear from the crowd once again.
But still, OnePower showing great mobility to try and stay evasive around these bigger Steve hitboxes, because with Diamond Online, you know Fleetwood is just as dangerous as ever. Great job catching the jump out of the minecart with the big boot, taking game number 1.
Boots, mama.
Bigger boot.
Yeah, as OnePower takes that first game there, it's just going to be slobber knocker until Fleetwood is able to get the diamond. We're seeing OnePower put on so much pressure that Fleetwood's not able to get comfortable right here.
It's tough.
All right. I'm seeing here PS2 likely the stage. If this is the reason why I banned PS2 for game 1, it's because Steve's like this stage a lot because they get a lot more iron here and stone, which is harder to break compared to the other materials.
Duh. You may mention it. Okay, yeah. Well,
yeah, Steve. Uh-oh, everything is awesome. I'm going to keep saying that. We're going to have a counter for that at this point.
It's going to keep happening until, you know, OnePower wisens up to it. Oh, yeah,
I don't
the
even
minecart
think
reset
it's,
back air.
I don't think it's even wising up to it. It's just part of the character, just dealing with this matchup. Like, you are going to get carried into swords constantly. Who is he trying to grab? I'm going to quote that entire video at this point. There goes the anvil.
Yeah, footstool.
Fleetwood in the lead here at this point.
You notice it came off a footstool that time too, because knowing that Reflector, who is scary with an anvil on the other side, you gotta.
And trying to extend that down smash hitbox with the crafting table as well and breaking it at the same time is huge, but not finding a kill there.
It's going to be the no grab, overshoot back air. The big boot does it.
Ooh. Unfortunately, OnePower messed up all those hitboxes right at the end to end the crafting table and make Fleetwood waste a little bit more materials, which is unfortunate, but I mean, you have to make Steve waste his resources as much as you can. Mashing out into the grab, or into the golden back air, excuse me.
Down throw, forward air, not forward air,
Dash attack. Yeah, the old reliable from Wolf. And big hits here coming out with the gold. Not quite finding diamonds yet, but the pretty soon, there it is.
Wow, found it on the last mine without a pickaxe too. That's timing and luck.
Excuse me. We're going to be seeing, diamond being used on this stock instead of next stock just because it's pretty healthy here.
Yeah, 50%.
And likely another one is going to get mined out just in time.
50% is definitely healthy enough. And reflecting the explosion. You know, it's just good because it doesn't use any shield, doesn't take any shield damage. And you don't take any damage from the explosion. But your OnePower's still going to be losing that second stock.
Ooh,
wow.
Calling out the spot dodge and getting it back to even. This is huge, especially since Fleetwood did not manage to find a second diamond before the stock ended.
Yeah, and has to make all this damage on gold. So 43%, not still nothing to sneeze at. 43% is quite a bit.
Lost the rest of his gold from that powered up minecart. This is going to be pretty risky for Fleetwood to deal with, as he doesn't have diamond to be able to get reliably.
Nair goal goes for Nair grab.
Fleetwood's trying to find his moment in here to comfortably get diamond, but it's not coming out still.
Yeah, you just have to force advantage state on Fleetwood. Make him use as many resources as possible. See how much iron he currently has in reserves. Make him start using it. Make that, you gotta, whew, words are getting away from me. We've been on this thing for a while, folks. It's getting hot on the set and hot on the mic.
4 blocks on here, but 1 magma block can deal it in. Fleetwood in the situation where he has to reset on his materials since he's out of pickaxe here. Powered up minecart, he will be saved with an iron pickaxe here, but it's just, okay, there's the diamond.
You notice how he's, oh yeah, I was about to say, gotta be careful stopping.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful with getting rid of crafting table in cases like that, because it still has to, it's already gonna reappear over by Fleetwood, so. And he had diamond online, sort of just giving it to him extra.
Yeah, we'll see where they want to go here now that the bans are in OnePower's favor. Going back to small battlefield likely just because we don't want to deal with too much iron and stone on PS2. Game 3, 1-1.
Going to small battlefield, so the deeper counterpick thing with playing against a Steve is remembering what materials are going to be more plentiful on which stages. So I believe with this stage, you're going to get more stone, more dirt, and less iron overall. So
well, you get a mix of everything. That's what it is on these stages compared to PS2, where you only get the iron and the stone.
Yeah, that's what it was. Sorry.
So definitely OnePower picked this stage because the iron or the wood and the dirt is easier to mash through compared to the stone, and also just like you said, less iron.
Yeah. And right now, that's paying off dividends as we're seeing Fleetwood have to really fight from the back foot.
Oh, man.
Gets reset.
Trying to look for that landing fair, trying to find something. Fleetwood has just been really playing on that back foot of the pressure from OnePower. He's been putting the gas going constantly. Big up smash, not quite finding the mark.
Yeah, looking to just catch Fleetwood asleep at the wheel with that up smash. But
Jesus took it instead.
Exactly. Fleetwood was there and recognized it.
Yeah, pretty even percents, I'd say.
Still
the amount of materials that Fleetwood has compared to previous games is a little shaky right now. 1 iron, and it just keeps getting used for minecarts back to stage.
151 Wolf back air at center stage was not enough to do it, but it's going to be an up smash from Fleetwood before a dash attack from OnePower to even things back up at 2 apiece.
Yeah, definitely here, but 3 iron is quite nice for Fleetwood here, but I don't like how much, you know, with Steve, you're just using material out of the corner, like with the minecart, with the anvil, because you're just, you know, churning through them like clockwork.
Exactly, like, you just
I will press
reload.
the move because it's strong. However, did you consider that your move has a limited resource? However, this isn't Banjo-Kazooie.
Exactly, I can regain the resource, so it's only limited while I can't mine.
And it's crazy that both characters paid $5.99 to be in this game too.
Yeah.
The difference of Wave 1 and Wave 2.
Wow, it's so much changes.
Yeah, big shield damage there. Not quite breaking shield, which is very good for OnePower here, as Fleetwood just keeps taking this backseat, moving away, and getting those resources up because he's going through so much iron like it's an iron smelting factory.
Oh man, it's an iron mine up here as he keeps going through it. Up smash gonna land, do a little extra damage. Has diamond in the back pocket. Still a couple tools of stone to work with. Gonna respawn the respawn the crafting table.
Right here, only stone and iron, using the gold to get back to stage and getting the diamonds. But at 110, I don't know if diamonds is the good answer, because if OnePower finds that kill, does not matter. But we're seeing Fleetwood throw out kill move after kill move, because what else is Steve gonna do?
And people, it's at times like this that people remember also how heavy Steve is as a character. No lightweight here.
I will press the back air move because it is strong, and indeed it is, almost sending OnePower to his last stock.
It's like
not quite.
Sorry, it's like if Joker always had Arsene back air. It's just big, strong, and powerful, and very fast.
What the?
Yeah. You
huh?
thought I was over here hitting that back air? No, you're getting hit by this back air over here.
I don't understand what happened there. How did it switch up like that? But it doesn't matter, as OnePower is able to find the stock, but Fleetwood still has diamonds for stock 3, and not opting to use the invincibility to get the diamonds.
Do you think Fleetwood forgot they have that second diamond? Surely not. There's
No.
Steve Mann. You have to know.
OnePower has a lot of knowledge from for Steve, it looks like, in the set, so Fleetwood is respecting that by not going for diamond right at the start, because it means that OnePower would just push him away from the crafting table. He's waiting until he gets off stage so that, yeah, he can get diamond right now when he needs it.
Just pulled it out of a hat, got it right when he needed it. 19%, 97 though, but is it a little too late, as back air is going to land and do it off the side. OnePower going up 2-1 over Fleetwood.
Yeah, I think Fleetwood was just waiting a little bit too long on the diamond. Probably didn't want to lose diamond halfway through, expecting that game to go on longer than it actually did. And that was kind of his downfall. He's going to be realizing in Game 4 and potentially Game 5 that I need to proc diamond earlier, because OnePower is just going to keep running into me like a freight train.
It's going to keep happening unless something changes. So far, we see Fleetwood kind of centering the cheese.
Oh, we saw,
but we switch.
You saw this character. You saw stage choice too. It's Smashville.
Smash.
Very tiny stage. Wolf is about to get bullied and gimped, and I am realizing that this is a Steve Min player. I do not mean to be a hater, but this is the most disgusting character combo I have ever seen.
And you still want to come to Indiana, huh?
No,
exactly.
I don't want to come here. I hate Min more than I hate Steve. I'm not gonna lie. As a Sora player, I'm definitely carried against Steve. Compared to Min, oh no, I hate this character. Hi, Tosbu. But anyways, we are going to Smashville for Game 4, which covers half of the stage for Min. She can cover both edges if she really wanted to for fun.
And so far, the damage is climbing fast on OnePower as the Min arms are really putting in work. The little thing to know is we're about 20 minutes from KK showing up, so they're getting the stage ready behind him.
We might not see him on our block. We might see him later on.
No, I think
if this is the last block, I'm going to cry. I think it is because Melee has to finish up.
Yeah, Melee
You guys are ruining it for KK. You know what? Actually, OnePower, Fleetwood, time each other out. We can get him to show up.
Hold on. Now, hold on.
Please. I want this to go to midnight.
Now, hold on now. Now, hold up a second. Now, wait. Let's not get too hasty here.
Only if you switch off Min back to Steve. I'd rather watch Steve at this point. But this is actually pretty even between these two fighters.
Yeah, this is, so far, no stocks taken either way. As soon as I said that, though, there's something about to happen. Yep,
yeah, Megawatt Arm is a $5.99 move. Very cool, but yeah, Fleetwood gonna be finding the first kill here. I'm thinking that OnePower maybe started his cards too early, knowing too much of that Steve matchup. We don't have a lot of Min in Illinois besides Tosabu being our main Min person. Min main, actually.
But so far, OnePower doing a great job in this matchup. Only 43% on second stock, not getting bullied all over stage by these arms. Still finding ways in, which is always the difficult thing when playing against Min, is finding a way in around these arms. When they just change levels on you and cover so much horizontal range.
We're seeing Fleetwood actually favor the Megawatt arm for this rather than the Ram. I feel like the Ram would be very good for snuffing out edge guards against Wolf with that linear recovery, losing the double jump. Not quite. I do like just how fast he's switching between them. It's Megawatt, Ram, Megawatt, Ram. It's just going back and forth. Usually Min players like to stick to one once they get to a certain point, like Pyro Mithra players. But we're seeing Fleetwood just play on the fly with what he wants.
And after all that at ledge, great job for OnePower to stay calm and collected and still push Fleetwood to the other side. Mind you, eating that up smash, that chin check at the very end, though, not what you're looking for. But Fleetwood still now looking to force another game 5.
Yeah, this is a rough spot for OnePower. Might be able to find a kill here with a weak nair, but not getting to be able to go off the stage because of Ram, thanks to Fleetwood. No double jump. What is the option here? Up smash once again not quite working out, and this is going to be a use of resources that forces a game 5 situation, and that's going to be another one.
Oh, he makes it back! He survives!
Made it back! I really thought that was it. He took like 100% from that. That is ridiculous.
It was a lot of damage to secure one stock making it back. Great parry on the up smash of her own, turn it around 115. So the Wolf has rage, but Fleetwood has a Megawatt.
Yeah, Fleetwood's just going to stay on the Megawatt because I don't blame him. This is kill percent for Fleetwood against OnePower, and all he needs is one to push it to game 5.
I don't think Fleetwood's either going to risk things like a grab either, because that's going to put you at disadvantage if you miss it.
What he's probably going to do is risk like an up smash if OnePower does a landing. He got one kill earlier and didn't find a second one, but it's risking that landing that might push Fleetwood into game 5, but it might not even matter here. Not opting to go to Ram to cover ledge.
Fight your way in, try and find that combo starter. If it's not there, just get back out.
Oh, we could see a flash setup kill. It might happen. I mean, Fleetwood really just is playing this so cautious. Yeah. That'll absolutely be it as we are going to game 5, Fleetwood versus OnePower. And we probably will see the Min again.
Most certainly, yeah. I think I just saw Fleetwood mouth that to OnePower. I was like, go Min again.
I don't think we're going to be seeing Smashville. However, what will be the option? Not Wrecking Crew. I don't think that stage exists.
No, that's not That's not a real stage. Smashville.
Oh, it will be Smashville again. Okay, can they stall for like 15 minutes? Potentially.
The game's only 7 minutes long. Game's only 7 minutes long.
This is the top 32 qualifier, so both these players really want to make it to that day 2, coveted day 2 spot. Both these players have been working real hard for it.
Down smash. They've been working all day, all week for this. Nair, and now we're going to see if OnePower can run away with this game 5. So far, Fleetwood keeping things even here.
Oh,
and,
no.
That's a lot of damage off stage. Does he have the resources? Yes, he does, just barely.
I don't think Fleetwood would recognize OnePower lost his double jump way early in that. That should have been a KO for sure. But OnePower getting to live once again against this Min, just struggling to find his way in through the arms wall.
Interactions just left on the table for Fleetwood.
Yeah, Fleetwood's playing this very cautious. I mean, he doesn't need to be like that close because he's Min, but at the same time, like, I feel like playing too far away, you're not realizing when you can push forward. Like that earlier double jump loss from OnePower absolutely could have been a stock, and the regrab almost finding the KO. Oh,
really?
getting a grab, pushing him off stage once again. OnePower is going to get knocked away from the Dragon Arm. Whoa, this is a scary set for both these players.
Oh, you see already not OnePower looking for that back air. Instead, it's going to be Fleetwood taking the first stock in this game number 5.
Yeah, we're seeing here Fleetwood playing very passive, trying to do a get-up attack to catch OnePower, but I don't like how well he's sitting on ledge here, and that is going to be it jumping in. We are in Smash 4 days, 2 stocks apiece.
2 stocks apiece. Back to even percentages. Up smash from Fleetwood. Getting a little bit extra damage there.
Remember that it's there for later.
Yep.
That's a surprise tool for help us later.
Uh-oh. Ram, though. Great timing mix-up from OnePower to make it back to ledge. Gets Fleetwood off stage, but how you gonna keep up the pressure? Not
Just
really.
The damage output is helping out Fleetwood a lot, but it is just like the passiveness of him that I think is just keeping OnePower still active in this game. Because he's just running away and he wants that space so bad, and OnePower is not letting him have it.
Yeah, it's you have to get in there and take the space by force. You can't let Fleetwood really just set up anything. Meanwhile, Fleetwood's doing a great job of just trying to stay evasive, keeping this thing even. 101 even percents.
With how many interactions Fleetwood has had on ledge compared to OnePower, I'm worried that OnePower is conditioning out a kill like a jump here. You saw the back air not getting that jump kill or the jump read like he was expecting, but with how often it keeps happening, one of those is going to hit eventually for OnePower, and I don't know if Fleetwood can get out of it forever.
No, it's an inevitability. It's coming. There's that secret tool that we were saving for later. Up smash lands. Suddenly OnePower on tournament stock.
No, it was a roll. Yeah, it's very stressful. I mean, Fleetwood's at 154. This will likely go to last stock as OnePower is able to find a kill here soon. It just depends on how much extra credit he takes.
Oh, no back throw, though, but gets grabbed, so has a powered-up laser arm.
Ooh,
Ram connects.
That should be it. That should be it. That should be it.
That'll do it, and with that, Fleetwood